All right, so today is October the 16th, 2025, and we're hearing there are a lot of earthquakes that have hit today. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest so that way you can see it for yourself. As take a look here, you can see magnitude 6.5 quake hits Indonesia's Papas. Now, also in addition to that, here's another article. Strong earthquake of a 6.5 magnitude strikes off of Abpura City in Indonesia. Earthquake struck the southeastern region in Papua province at around 5:48 GMT. Now, also the United States, California, magnitude 3.0 earthquake shakes UC Berkeley campus an hour before planned quake drill. They're actually preparing for the big one right now. They actually got hit with a quake as a 3.1 earthquake jolts the Bay Area on Great Shakeout Day. In addition to that, also happening, now this article coming out tomorrow because over on that side of the world in the Philippines, it's already Friday, a very strong magnitude 6.1 earthquake hits the Philippines on Friday. And also yesterday, magnitude 6.3 earthquake strikes Drake Passage, South Argentina, and a 5.6 magnitude earthquake hits central Chile. Now, let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think is causing these massive earthquakes? Heard a lot of people say that it is the coronal mass ejections, the solar flares that are being emitted by the sun right now. This is what scientists are telling us is unfolding. They're saying that these are coming out and causing this. Do you think that's what it is? If you think so, put sun in the comments. If you don't think that's what it is, put no. Let me know your thoughts. But what we heard in March of 2025 is that that is what scientists are saying is causing this. And let's go ahead and take a look at the latest headlines coming out. Earth braces for impact as rare four-way solar storm set to strike in just hours. You can see this coming out yesterday. And is that why we are seeing all of these earthquakes hitting now? Because the sun is emitting these coronal mass ejection solar flares that are causing tectonic plate movement, which is resulting in earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, and mega earthquakes that are hitting. And that is why we're also seeing California bracing for the big one. And I shared with you some of the warnings coming out from scientists just recently that it would not just be one fault like the San Andreas, but the Cascadia, the San Andreas, several, one after the other, provoking each other, causing a chain reaction of earthquakes that would be mega-quakes that would hit and cause massive devastation. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is the sun causing these mega-quakes? If you think so, put sun in the comments. If you think no, put no. Let me know what you think it is. Is it God? Put God in the comments. Let me know who is causing this. Is it man? Put man in the comments. Some have said this is weather manipulation. Some have said this is being caused by underground nuclear tests that have gone wrong. Who is causing these quakes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. And as you guys know here on the channel, I cite all the sources, put it on the screen, read right from it so that way you can see it for yourself and you can know and rest assured that this is the latest. Now, if you appreciate that, then I'm going to put it on the screen. I have these hyperlinked in the description. Take a second, hit that thumbs up like button for me. It really helps out the channel a ton. I see we've got about 1,800 people on with me live right now. And like I said, if I could get half of the room to hit the like button, if we get that up to 900, you appreciate the likes, you don't see it's quite there yet, please hit that. Just takes a second, helps out the live while we are on right now a ton. Also, subscribe to stay up to date if you want to know everything that's going on. I'll keep you up to speed on all the breaking news. It is totally free. Why not hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up like button, and I'll keep you up to speed on everything. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into these articles so that way we can go ahead and see what's going on, and I will get you caught up on the latest. So coming out here, you can see magnitude 6.5 quake hits Indonesia's Papua. It says a magnitude 6.5 earthquake struck the eastern Indonesian province of Papua on Thursday, the U.S. Geological Survey said, but there was no tsunami warning and no immediate reports of damage, and something of that magnitude could spark a tsunami warning, but luckily they said not this time. The epicenter of the quake, which struck around 2:48 p.m. local time, was about 200 kilometers from the city of Jayapura at a depth of 35 kilometers, the USGS has said. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center in Hawaii said there was no threat of a tsunami from the quake. Indonesia's Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics Agency recorded the quake with a magnitude of 6.4 at a depth of 16 kilometers. The agency's earthquake and tsunami director, Daryono, who goes by one name, said in a statement no aftershocks had been recorded. Indonesia, a vast archipelagic nation, experienced frequent earthquakes due to its positioning on the Pacific Ring of Fire, the arc of intense seismic activity where tectonic plates collide stretches from Japan through Southeast Asia and across the Pacific. Now, Indonesia's Papua is one of the western half of the large Pacific islands it shares with Papua New Guinea. So, as you know, it is along that Pacific Ring of Fire where we are seeing a lot of activity. Now here's another article. Strong earthquake of a 6.5 magnitude strikes off of Apura city in Indonesia. It says a strong earthquake of a 6.5 magnitude shook southeastern city of Apura in Indonesia on Thursday today, the U.S. Geological Survey has said. The earthquake struck some 120 miles from Apura in Papua province at around 5:48 GMT, and depth at the epicenter was measured at 21 miles. Now, according to Indonesian geophysicist agency BMKG, however, the magnitude of the earthquake was actually a 6.8. So a major earthquake getting close to the sevens. There were no immediate reports of damage from the city the city, which is home to over 60,000 people. So there you have it. Major earthquake that has been hitting here in Papua, we're hearing today. Now, let's go ahead and take a look as well at some more that is going on in California. Magnitude 3.0 earthquake shakes UC Berkeley campus an hour before planned quake drill, as we're hearing that a lot of them are preparing for a major earthquake. Now, the epicenter of the quake, which was reported at 9:23 a.m., was in the central campus, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. A magnitude 3.0 earthquake shook Berkeley and the East Bay Thursday morning, according to preliminary information from the U.S. Geological Survey. Its epicenter was on the UC Berkeley campus, just west of Memorial Stadium. The earthquake was recorded at 9:23 a.m., according to the USGS, with a depth of 5.6 miles. Earthquakes are good reminders to be prepared. The city of Berkeley provides guidance on what to do before, during, or after an earthquake. Free disaster readiness, basic first aid training, community emergency response teams training classes funded by FEMA and administered by the Berkeley Fire Department will be held later this year. Serendipitously, the quake hit an hour before the International Great Shakeout Drill scheduled for around 10:20 a.m. on Thursday. Nearly 500,000 people were registered to participate in Alameda County. During the drill, participants are urged to practice dropping to the ground, taking cover by getting under a sturdy desk or table, and holding on until the shaking stops. Those who've signed up for the MyShake receive a test drill through the app. Thursday morning's quake comes nearly a month after a much stronger 4.3 magnitude quake centered in Elmwood that had enough force to break windows, knock items off of shelves. At first, the quake was reported to be a magnitude 3.1, but then it was later downgraded after the USGS reviewed it. The epicenter also moved downhill after review. So again, they're getting hit by an earthquake today, hours before they are about to do a drill. Now, here is another one coming out today. 3.1 earthquake jolts the Bay Area on a great shakeout day. Now, it says an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of a 3.1 shook the East Bay on Thursday morning, according to the United States Geological Survey. The quake, which struck at 9:23 a.m., had an epicenter just below UC Berkeley's Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory and above California Memorial Stadium. The depth was approximately 5.8 miles, according to the USGS. Weak to light shaking was felt in Berkeley, San Francisco, Oakland, Concord, Hayward, Fremont, Santa Rosa, and San Rafael, according to the USGS's Did You Feel It reports. The earthquake comes on the same day as the Great California Shakeout, the state's annual earthquake drill, and just several weeks after a series of moderate earthquakes jolted the Bay Area also with an epicenter near UC Berkeley. So again, there you have it. Coming out today, we have one in California and a 6.5 out in Papua New Guinea as well. So a lot of major earthquakes hitting today. Now also, we're going to be taking a look at some more here, but let me know your thoughts. Are you concerned about major earthquakes hitting here in the United States? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If so, put yes. If no, put no. Let me know your thoughts. Now, in addition to that, if you haven't done so yet, please take a second, hit that like button for me. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at more of the latest on the earthquakes, and it just seems like they are hitting one after the other over and over. Quite a bit of earthquakes that have been coming out. A very strong magnitude 6.1 earthquake hits the Philippines on Friday, tomorrow, October the 17th. This just a little while ago, but it's already the 17th on that side of the world. A very strong magnitude 6.1 earthquake occurred in the Philippine Sea near Siargao Islands, Philippines, in the morning of Friday, October the 17th at 7:03 a.m. local time. The quake had a shallow depth of 69 kilometers or 43 miles and was felt over a large region. The shallow depth of the quake caused it to be felt more strongly near the epicenter than a deeper quake of similar magnitude would. Here's another one, a magnitude 6.3 earthquake strikes Drake Passage, south of Argentina. Now, this one actually happened yesterday. A strong earthquake with a magnitude 6.3 struck the Drake Passage, south of Argentina, on October 15th, according to geological reports. So we've got 6.3, 6.1 today, another 6.5 today, and also one over in San Francisco, a 3.0 right before the drill. And here's another one, 5.6 magnitude earthquake hits central Chile. An earthquake with a magnitude of 5.6 struck the region in central Chile, the Euro-Mediterranean Seismological Center reported on Wednesday yesterday. According to the EMSC, the quake was registered at a depth of 34 kilometers at 11:43 a.m. UTC, approximately 93 kilometers southeast of Coquimbo, capital of Elqui province, with a population of 161,000, and 24 kilometers southwest of Ovalle, a city with a population of 77,100. There were no initial reports of casualties or material damage. Now, in addition to that, let's take a look at this. Earth braces for impact as rare four-way solar storm set to strike in hours. Now it says a parade of four powerful bursts of solar energy is hurtling towards Earth, raising alarms about potential disruptions to technology and communications. And as we've heard, these potential CMEs, they could actually cause, scientists are now saying as of March of 2025, the tectonic plate movement here on Earth. And again, do you think that's what's causing this? If so, put sun in the comments. Now, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or the NOAA, has issued a moderate geomagnetic storm watch for Thursday today. Let me know your thoughts. We just saw some major earthquakes today, warning that power grids, radio signals, GPS navigation systems could be affected. Geomagnetic storms occur when the sun ejects clouds of charged particles known as coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, that collide with Earth's magnetic field, making it ripple and wobble. Now, space weather scientist Tamitha Skov said storms 2 to 4 arrive starting midday on October 15th. We could be dealing with their effects until early October 17th, assuming that the sun doesn't send any more Earth-directed storms, she added. Skov added that the first CME is likely to bring only a mild disturbance, but warned that the next three are pancaked together, potentially amplifying their effects when they arrive in quick succession. A weaker G1 geomagnetic storm could linger into Friday, though its impacts is expected to be limited. And here you can see the CMEs were launched from the sun between October 11th and October the 13th, expected to cause activity here on Earth from October 15th through October 17th. Now, reading on, it says Scove said on Wednesday yesterday that Earth has already been hit by a warm-up pitch ahead of the main event, with 3 additional storms and a surge of fast solar winds still on the way. Solar activity has been unusually strong this week. The main source is a massive tangled cluster of dark spots on the sun called region AR 4246. These sunspots are areas where the sun's magnetic field is especially active and twisted, which can cause explosions of energy known as solar flares. This region has already produced several M-class flares, which are mid-level eruptions powerful enough to disrupt radio signals and cause bright auroras on Earth. One of those flares, an M2.7 flare that erupted on October 13th, also launched a CME, a giant cloud of charged particles now speeding towards Earth. The magnetic storm is expected to mainly affect the northern parts of the United States. Now, the northern lights, or auroras, could be visible across the northern and upper Midwest, from New York to Idaho, and possibly including states like Maine, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, and Montana. So you might be able to see the northern lights in those states as a result of the CME that's going to be coming towards Earth. During stronger solar activity, the aurora might be seen slightly farther south in areas such as Iowa or northern Illinois. And here you can see tomorrow night's aurora forecast, how far down it is going into the United States. Power grid effects are expected to be minor and would mostly occur in high latitude regions, including Alaska and northern U.S. states bordering Canada. These impacts would likely be limited to small voltage fluctuations rather than widespread outages. Radio and GPS signals could experience temporary interference, especially at high latitudes and on aircraft or polar flight routes, but effects would be less noticeable farther south. Scientists found that since 2008, the sun's solar wind has become stronger with increases in speeds, density, temperature, and magnetic field strength. This increased solar activity could lead to more powerful solar storms, which regularly hit Earth and cause disruptions. So there you have it, you guys. We are hearing that right now, a lot of solar activity. And again, let me know your thoughts. Do you believe that this is causing some of the earthquakes that we are seeing shaking the Earth right now? If you think so, put yes. If you think no, put no. But we have seen quite a bit of major earthquakes that have been hitting lately. Ever since we saw that 8.8 hit the Kamchatka Peninsula back in July, I think it was 31st, we have been seeing regular earthquakes of massive magnitudes that have been hitting, some causing tsunamis, some causing volcanic eruptions. We've actually heard a parade of volcanoes in the Pacific Ring of Fire. And as we heard there, a lot of these that are hitting right now are in that Pacific Ring of Fire. We're hearing about Japan. We're hearing about the San Andreas Fault. We're hearing Argentina, Drake's Passage, Papua New Guinea. We're hearing about Indonesia. All sorts of different ones that are all hitting, and they're saying that they're around that Pacific Ring of Fire. And because of that, there are those tsunami warnings that are being issued as well. So let me know your thoughts. Are you concerned about more major quakes coming before we hit 2026? A lot of warnings as well about more solar activity that is going to be on the way. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But just today, we saw 2 major earthquakes that have hit. We also saw a minor earthquake hitting in the San Francisco area in California along the Pacific coast. And that actually coming an hour before they were going to do earthquake drills. And there's concerns about the big ones coming. Now, as I said, as more comes out, I'll be sure to let you know here on the channel, but it seems like there has been a lot of activity lately, and I'll continue to keep you up to speed on that. Now, in addition to that, we're also hearing Congress right now is trying to get out of the government shutdown. Keep you up to speed on that. Legislation is being worked on. Also, right now, open enrollment, Social Security, Medicare, all of that is unfolding right now. We're going to have the announcement on the 24th for the cost of living adjustment increase to Social Security. And right now there's a lot of conflict going on with Russia, Ukraine, NATO. Also in the Middle East, we're hearing that Trump had a big announcement today warning Hamas, we will wipe you out if you do not stop violating the peace agreement that is currently underway. So there's a lot taking place. I'll continue to keep you guys up to speed on all of it. Like I said, to stay up to date, subscribe to the channel. Totally free. Cite all the sources, put it on the screen, read right from it so you know the latest. And again, if you appreciate that, hit that thumbs up like button if you haven't done so yet. But that is the latest, you guys, and as more comes out, I'll be sure to keep you up to speed here on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.